Howdy everybody! In the previous video we just found the golden sarcophagus.
That's done.
Which means two things actually. There are two repercussions of finding the sarcophagus. The first is that we can solve the bird tile puzzle. We found a bird tile right over here, right next to the sarcophagus. There was also a bird tile in the antiquities tent.
This must be the bird mural that was mentioned in the journal.
And a bird tile over here. So those are the three bird tiles, and now that you have all three bird tiles, you can solve the bird tile puzzle. So that would be this puzzle right over here.
All the birds are here. I must need to press them in a certain way. I need to figure out what it is.
Now, the second repercussion of finding the golden sarcophagus is that we can talk to Abdullah about it.
Yes?
I found a gold coffin. It could be Nefertari.
I must see this.
And now Abdullah goes away and we won't be seeing him for a long time. So now we can steal his key. And you can use the key to break into his trunk. You know, inside this tent.
Stay out of there!
Whoops! I forgot Lily is still here. Lily!
Hi!
Oh, wow, we can talk to her about lots of things.
I found a gold coffin. We might really be on our way to finding Nefertari.
I can't believe it's really her! The lost queen, and we found her! Do you have any idea what this means?
She'll need a new nickname?
Very funny, but I do suppose you're right. What do you think about the returned queen? I should write that down. Nancy, you and me, we're going to be in the history books.
I look forward to being mentioned in many 6th grade essays.
True, but Nancy, you need to realize that this is important. How many people actually get to be part of something important?
I discovered a new part of the tomb.
You need to make sure Abdullah knows. Everything you find needs to go through him.
There's a mummy in the coffin. Do you know anything about that?
There's a what? In the where?
A mummy in the...
No, I heard you. I've got to see this myself.
There's a mummy in the coffin, mummy in the coffin.
There was a cobra on my bed.
That is crazy. You're lucky you didn't get hurt. Is it still in there?
No, I took care of it.
Well, I'm never getting any sleep tonight. I imagine you aren't either.
I take it you're not a fan of snakes.
No one on Earth is a fan of snakes. If it lives on dry land and does not have feet, it should not exist. Even thinking about snakes gives me the creeps.
Can you tell me what the symbols on the Senate board mean?
The special squares are the House of Rebirth, the House of Happiness, the House of Three Truths, and the House of Re Atom. That represents the House of Water.
What's the House of Water?
In the desert, water is very important, obviously. But when the desert is creeping in, stripping away all of the grazing lands, the House of Water became a powerful idea. It was the element the ancient Egyptians revered and were terrified of offending.
Those 5 symbols were on top of the golden sarcophagus, so that's why Nancy is talking to Lily about them.
Abdullah needs you.
Thanks. I'll be right back. And do not touch a thing.
And you know what? I totally lied. Abdullah does not need her at all. I was just trying to get rid of her so I could break into Abdullah's bunk, now that I have his key. Okay, in the bunk we have the trunk. And inside here we have...
I knew something didn't seem right.
It's a letter about Lily. She was charged with plagiarism and later cleared or something like that. I don't know, she got in some sort of trouble when she was in graduate school.
Who would lie about this?
And Jamila El-Dine is a liar. She does not believe in aliens. She doesn't believe in aliens at all, so why would she say she's there to find aliens? And also here are Lily's sunglasses. Her sunglasses with rhinestones inside them. Very fancy sunglasses. I wonder who she's trying to impress. Look at me, I've got jewels in my sunglasses. Anyway, right here we have that bird tile puzzle. The one I was talking about earlier on. Page 4 of the journal tells you how to solve it. We have held in the paws, roosting in the reeds, soaring on colored wings. So it's talking about the birds in the mural. Held in the paws, roosting in the reeds, soaring with colored wings. So we have 8 birds, and that means we have to press the tiles in that order. So you want to press the in the paws, then roosting in the reeds, soaring on wings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And there you have it. That's how you solve that puzzle. We have a brand new hidden passageway.
Someone else has been down in these tunnels recently.
And who is that someone else?
This is a match to Lily's sunglasses. What was she doing sneaking around in the tunnels?
And what was she doing wearing sunglasses inside the tomb?
This looks important.
Seriously, she wears sunglasses inside a dark tomb? Lily, what are you thinking? Anyway, this tunnel connects to the other tunnels. Where's the map? Here's the map. You can see that the 2 tunnels connect to each other. So what can I do now? I think I can talk to Lily. If she's returned. Oh, she hasn't. Okay, never mind. I don't think I can talk to Lily, but I can talk to Jamila. We need to confront her about the fact that she does not really believe in aliens.
Hi.
You don't really believe in any of this alien stuff, do you?
Of course I do. What's gotten into you, Nancy?
I've seen Sonny's letter. He says you've never taken one of his classes. How do you explain that?
Fine. You've made your point. What do you want from me?
The truth, for a change.
I guess the truth is mine to tell, and yours to find out.
So who are you here for? Abdullah or Nefertari?
Who says I'm here for either?
Common sense.
You're an interesting one, Nancy.
You didn't answer my question.
If you ever want to hear my answer, we'll need to reach an agreement.
What kind of agreement?
You don't speak a word of this to anyone here.
It doesn't really matter if you agree or disagree. Either way, she's not going to tell you. Let me show you both answers.
Oh, sure.
The time is not right. Wait.
Okay. And if I disagree...
You didn't answer my question.
Oh, I have to go
If
through
you
this
ever want to
whole
hear
conversation
my answer,
again?
We'll need to reach an agreement.
What kind of agreement?
You don't speak a word of this to anyone here.
If I disagree, this is what happens.
I can't promise that.
Then you will have to wait.
See, either way, she says, you're gonna have to wait. And you're gonna have to wait until you snoop through her bag.
I saw some really strange hieroglyphs in one of the tunnels you might want to see.
You did?
You might remember that the first time you called Dylan Carter, after he's been attacked by the rocks in the cave-in, he mentions Jamila's bag. He says, there's a strange bottom to the bag, which is our clue that we need to look through the bag again.
What is this? What is Jamila actually up to?
And we find this at the bottom of the bag. Now, you can't look through the bag again until you confront Jamila about not being able to believe in aliens, so... You know, tell her, hey, you don't believe in aliens! And then snoop through her bag. Do-do-do-do-do, and now I'm just waiting for Jamila to return so I can continue talking to her, but she's off in the tombs trying to find the new hieroglyphs. Let me see. Ooh, phone charm. I think there might be a phone charm I missed, actually. Do I have the dog phone charm, or was it the cat? It's the cat. Yeah, there's a cat phone charm around here, but it looks like I got that one. So let me see. Let's waste time by calling our friends. Let's call Professor Hotchkiss.
Hi.
So, what are you working on now?
I found myself quite lost in the South not too long ago, and I must admit that I've got a keen fascination for all things Southern Gothic. The cotillions, the manners, the history. I must say, it has given me a case of the intellectual vapors.
I love that area.
And the food. Red-eye gravy, shrimp and grits. Do you know that Southerners have 56 words for biscuit?
I don't think that's true.
Hush, child. I have a delicate constitution and mustn't be contradicted.
Well, that's an interesting conversation.
Goodbye.
Can you gather some information for me?
Okay, I'll gather some information.
Sure.
Great! How many vases are on the pedestals in the passage to the cat mural?
I'll go look. I'll call you back when I find out.
Goodbye.
That's interesting how she was talking about the South. Maybe that's foreshadowing. Maybe that's foreshadowing for a future Nancy Drew game. Maybe Nancy's gonna be going down south. Just checking this out. Yes, it's a flashlight. Okay, so she said she wanted to see the vases. Vases over here. We got one, we got two. Doesn't look like we have any more. So, the answer's gotta be two. Okay, let's call the good professor.
Hello?
I know how many vases are on the pedestals in the passage to the cat mural.
Great!
2.
Thank you. Bye, dear.
Okay, see you later. Okay, and hopefully Jamila has returned. Jamila!
Hello.
Okay, so now we can continue the conversation.
So you don't actually believe in aliens?
Right. Except
Except what?
Sonny. He really is special.
What do you mean? How so?
I can't be the one to tell you. If you ever need to know, he'll find you.
What is this strange symbol on your bag?
What are you talking about?
It's all over. I've seen it on the walls.
It's nothing.
You're here because of Abdullah, aren't you?
In part. I don't like him.
Why?
Because he's on the take. And he stages.
Stages?
He dumps things he has into a site to make it more exciting.
That's a big accusation.
It's the truth. Where did that mummy you found come from?
I still haven't found out.
It came from him.
Wait a second. I never told you about that.
I heard about it. People talk. I have more proof than I need.
You really seem to hate Abdullah. Why?
Egypt is not for sale. Not anymore. The land has been plagued by men like him, with it tearing out the soul of this country out of greed, and they do not care what they lose along the way.
I need to know right now why you're here. I have the authority to have you removed unless you tell me immediately.
You do not.
You want to try me?
Fine, Nancy. I'm here to see that Nefertari is returned to where she belongs.
Why?
Because it is my destiny to do this. Or to die trying. There is very old magic at work here. And I do not care what you believe. It is true. Ramses II, he knew the temples would be plundered by men like Abdullah. He knew the land would suffer tyrants, that she would be at risk. He had to know that his greatest love would survive all of this. He had her hidden and called upon our bloodline. Every daughter in my family must seek Nefertari, and only when the time is right will we be able to find her.
Then what?
Then she's returned to her rightful place, and we are relieved of our duty. When I was young, my mother died. I was told she'd been in an automobile accident.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
When I came of age, a letter came. My mother wrote it before I was born. She knew the search for Nefertari would probably kill her, that she was bound by fate, as am I. One day, I will have a daughter, and she will never receive such a letter. The search ends with me, not Abdullah.
Do you really believe all of that?
Yes.
But why the fake aliens?
Abdullah told the press he thinks alien followers are stupid. Stupid people are no threat to him.
So you hid in plain sight.
Exactly. Here, take this.
This is from Lily, isn't it?
Yes.
Alright, and I think that's it for Jamila.
Back so soon.
I'll catch you later.
Goodbye.
Yes, that's it for Jamila.